Have you ever baked something that was so incredibly yummy, it just broke your heart? Welcome back to Bucket List Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Lynn and welcome. And I know there's a lot of new subscribers, so welcome. And today is part of a collaboration that I have joined that is hosted by Bland's Promised Land Ranch, Heavenly Hills Homestead, and Kettle Kitchen. And it is a collaboration that is based on something you have baked that is so incredibly yummy, tasty, and it just breaks your heart. The first thing that I thought of that just breaks my heart because it's so yummy is my Grammy Doris blueberry cake. Friends, you are so welcome for this recipe that I'm going to share with you today. It is incredibly yummy, and it also makes me think of her, which is always a great thing. Before we start baking this incredibly yummy cake, I wanted to let you know that there is going to be a live giveaway, just double checking, March 3rd on Kettle Kitchen's channel. And the way that you win any of the prizes that they are giving away is by commenting, watching and commenting all the videos that are part of this collaboration. And I will leave a list down below of all the channels that are participating, and there is going to be a master playlist on Kettle Kitchen's channel, Heavenly Homestead's channel, and Bland's Promised Land Ranch. All three of those channels will have the playlist down on their channels, but I will leave a list of all the wonderful channels that are joining the collaboration. And like I said, comment on all the videos, watch and comment on all the videos for your chances to win on March 3rd, and that will be at 5 p.m. Eastern on March 3rd on Kettle Kitchen's channel. And he also might be giving prizes during the live giveaway that you win by joining the live giveaway. So, okay, and again, thank you to those three channels for inviting me to join the collaboration. It's greatly appreciated, because I'm so excited to share with you Grammy Tracy's blueberry cake. So for this recipe, you need 2 eggs separated, and I have the 2 egg whites in here with my attachment, whisk attachment for my KitchenAid mixer, and you're just going to mix this until it's light and fluffy.
Ooh, hot chocolate. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button.
Hey, who took my hot chocolate?
Make sure you hit the bell so that you don't miss any new videos. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button.
Okay, so less than 5 minutes later, this is what you want. See how they can't. They're really thick. They don't drop off the whisk attachment. So then you're gonna beat in a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm using organic cane sugar. That's not something my grandmother would have used. She would have used plain old white sugar. But so we're just gonna beat that in real quick. And we're gonna remove this and take the whisk off. And we're gonna set this bowl aside. And I'm gonna put my beater attachment back on here. Hard to do with one hand. Yeah, there we go. And in another bowl, a 1/2 cup of room temperature unsalted butter. Get that out. Salt, which is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. A teaspoon of vanilla. And the rest of the sugar, which is 3/4 cup. So altogether, you'll need a cup of sugar for this recipe. So there's 1/4, 1/2, 3/4. And we're gonna cream these together. Okay, so once those have creamed together, we are going to add the 2 egg yolks. And we're going to cream them until it's just nice and creamy mix. Okay, that is nice and creamy. bowl, which this is actually my grandmother Tracy's bowl. This is what's left for when I first got married. We had no money because we were so young. And she gave me her old mixer. It was like a golden harvest color. And I loved that mixer. And unfortunately on one of our moves, we are military, for those of you who are new here, on one of our moves, they broke it, but they managed to not break the bowl. So I've been able to save the bowl. So whenever I make this cake, I always use Grammy's bowl for this part of the recipe. You're going to sift 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. There's 1.5 with your baking powder, which is a teaspoon of baking powder. And we're just gonna sift that together. And now to the sifted flour, we're going to add 1/3 cup of 2% milk. Give that a stir. And now we're going to fold in gently those egg whites that we whipped up with our 1/4 cup of sugar. Okay. Fold them in. And then we're going to add our folded egg whites and flour into the butter and sugar. We're going to just mix those very quickly. In here I have 1.5 cups of wild blueberries. I'm from Maine, so these would have been the exact kind of blueberries. These are actually Maine wild blueberries that I got at Costco. These are the actual kind of blueberries my grandmother would have used in this blueberry cake. And I didn't even know there was anything other than wild blueberries until I married my husband and we got posted here to Ontario, and all of a sudden there was blueberries, high bush blueberries, which are delicious and great for eating. They're not always the greatest for baking. I absolutely do bake with them sometimes, but when I can find frozen Maine wild blueberries, I always buy them and keep them in my freezer, because I find these are better for baking, especially this cake. So we're just gonna toss those right into the batter and just like maybe 5 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. And then I'll just use my spatula to incorporate any mix that didn't get mixed in. I don't want to mash the blueberries and make it like a puree. I want to keep them as whole as possible. So I have a cake pan here. This is I think it's an 8-inch. So 8 up to 9 inches will work for this cake. And I've greased it with some butter and some lard. And the batter is going to be a thick batter. And there's one little thing I do different that Grammy never did. I'm going to sprinkle the top of this with a little bit of cinnamon sugar. And we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon sugar. So 350-degree oven for approximately 50 minutes. I will check it around 40. There it is. It smells amazing. It only took 35 minutes, or 40 minutes, so I definitely, it used to take 50, but everybody's oven's different. Our oven's fairly new, so I would definitely check on it after 30 minutes. But now the best part, we're gonna slice it up and try it. There it is. And I do think it's best served warm, it really is, but you can always heat it up in the microwave if you don't eat it all the first day for like 10 seconds. That is so good, it definitely breaks your heart. Oh, I have to tell you, my grandmother Tracy, her name was Doris, but everyone called her Dot. She would be tickled pink that I'm sharing her recipe with all of you. She would just get the biggest kick out of that. So there we go, friends. Nanny Tracy's blueberry cake. You will not be disappointed in this. I will share the recipe down below in the description box, along again with the list of everyone who's participating in this collab. And remember, March 3rd, Kettle Kitchen. Make sure you go over and watch at 5 p.m. Eastern to see if you won any of the great prizes that are going to be giving away during this collaboration. And I want to thank Monica, Ryan, and Tony again for inviting me to this collaboration. Until then, folks, take care, God bless, and we'll see y'all soon. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my cake.